y'all know that y'all gonna be able to find another simp to come and pick you up and off your bum when you made a mistake, because now I'm better, I'm a good woman, I got my life together, I went and got my nursing degree, you know, I'm an esthetician, all of this shit. No. Let's be fair. All of a sudden, now I don't want to talk to a guy that make less than me. All of this other shit. Like, somehow I buried my past. I moved from Detroit to Atlanta to Houston and back to Detroit, and now I'm a new woman. Nobody want to hear.
Black women right now.
No. That's
No, I'm not mad at him for what he's saying right now.
I'm a fixed black woman starter kit. I got me a Nissan Altima. I don't got no fucking insurance. The bumper is hanging off the back. All of that shit, right?
Does it actually matter about a woman's
Does the Nissan?
Absolutely.
Hey, wait, I have a serious question. Hold on, I have a very serious question.
Does the
Nissan Altima have the eyelashes on it? Because I love when
it does.
I love when the cars have the
eyelashes. And it
I
got the sparkly steering wheel.
Does it have the furry steering wheel? Those are my favorites.
Got all of that shit.
Ooh, those girls look like they have good coochie. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this real quick.
No, Randy.
What?
She was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, I was saying about
the good coochie girls.
You was so silly, man.
CNA.
I said as far as like the age thing go and just not knowing
coochie
better.
now available.
That's what I love myself for how far I've come and who I am now. Because the cards that I was dealt, I was meant to fail, and I did not. There were so many hills that I had to climb to get to where I am now, and I'm still not where I want to be. But I'm just proud of myself because I was not meant to win at all. Like literally, I got into a relationship young. I have 3 children. My oldest 2 have the same father, and then my youngest has her own dad, right? So I got pregnant with my son when I was 17. I had him when I was 18. Then turned around, and then had another baby at 19. And then my third child came in my 21st year of life. So by the time I was 21, I had 3 kids, and they was all in diapers. That shambles. When I say how, you get what I'm saying? But I worked 3 jobs. I took care of my kids. I did what I was supposed to do. I never relied on the government. The only thing that the government did for me, honestly, was pay for the births of my children because I didn't have insurance. You get what I'm saying? I was working temp jobs. They didn't offer that. But I tried to do everything the right way. Once I figured out they're not helping. You get what I'm saying?
Can I dive deeper into your story a little bit? Do you mind if I do that?
No, go ahead.
The other part that really is, I guess not necessarily, that kind of is heartbreaking for me. Because when I look at women that didn't grow up in 2-parent households and didn't have access to their father regularly, you could tell the difference. When I first met Crystal, the first story that she told me, y'all, it literally broke my heart. Crystal was supposed to be in Atlanta in law school. She didn't have that support. She didn't have the people that could have helped her navigate what that looks like. And even if the crazy thing about that is, even if you do come from a 2-parent household, if you don't have the family or the resources or the counselors that's gonna pour into you and teach you how to navigate those waters and navigate that road, it's gonna be difficult. So not only was the education situation set up for her to win, but because how life was set up, it wasn't set up for her to win. It was like right there. Imagine one of your biggest goals, your biggest dreams is right there. You can almost touch it. But because your circumstances and how your life is set up, it's literally just like, you can't get there.
Listen. Hey, look, I want to touch on that only because it's a vulnerable conversation and we might as well have it of why I even chose to do that even further of being a stepfather, right? So I found out I was adopted, right? I had to find out at 17. My birth mother was a crackhead. She had 8 kids before me. My mother was a nurse. She literally went in there and said, yo, I need to get rid of this baby because nobody don't want it. I'm ready to get rid of it. And then at that point, right, my mother and my father, right, the ones that I know today, my mother and my father, they wanted a child. My mom had a tube tied. She already had 3 kids prior. She wasn't planning on having no more children. She fell in love with this man, the man that came in there and took care of all 3 of my siblings. They're like 13, 14 flat. And he walked in there as a man. And that's what she wanted to do for him because she knew he wanted his own child.
Yeah.
So, boom, she had that conversation with my father and said, yo, we need to adopt that little boy. You know what I mean? Literally from birth, I'm talking about going through withdrawals, keeping people up for the first 6 months of my life, and just seeing everybody take to me and seeing that it was nothing but love. But because I knew I wouldn't even been here if she would have made that decision, or if he would have made that decision, like, nah, fuck this little dude. We don't want him. I want to have my own kid. If I can't have my own kid, it's it out. But he chose to be a stepfather from literally in the worst situations with the worst type of child. You know what I'm saying? The worst type of child. He ain't just like, oh man, let me just lie. I wouldn't be here today. Wouldn't have created this and that. Wouldn't have made millions. Wouldn't have been, this influential. Wouldn't even now, as I'm looking at my son, who almost had the same situation where her baby father said, yo, if you want me to watch this child while you go to work, you're gonna have to pay me child support. That's some bum ass nigga shit, right? Just seeing that, I'm like, yo, watch what I do.
I think that's dope, right? And I can't speak to you because I know you personally, so I can't speak negative. And you know, congratulations to you on your growth and everything that you've accomplished. But in reality, like, fuck these kids.
Nobody. Thank you. Nobody
Fuck
cares.
these. Nobody cares about individual stories. Everybody got their own trauma that they done been through and issues that had happened in their life. And
I care.
At the end of the day,
And the stepdaddy
no.
cares.
We coming back to.
You can't.
Let me tell you something. You know what I seen just at the end of the day, it comes back to the original core of the conversation of, because see, y'all looking at it from a selfish perspective about how it's affecting you. When that last episode dropped from last season, if you go through the comments and you look at them, for every one of y'all, it's 50 dudes that said, I did it, I will never do it again. I hated it. I will never do it again. It was one of the worst things that I could have ever did in my life.
Okay.
To ever become a step crash dummy.
Okay, so let's have a
So
conversation.
we don't talk about that other side. We only talk about the success story.
No, let's talk about it, because even in those success stories,
choices.
even in
Like
those
you said.
success stories, it's difficult. And that's the conversation I do want to have. I don't necessarily want to stay on the stepdads being whatever. I do want to have the conversation of the ups and downs of a blended family.
Because it's work.
Because
it's work.
It is real work.
It's not
as
easy.
a woman that has been a stepmother for 6 years now, nearly 7 years. It's difficult at times, especially when all of the adults involved are not mature. It's difficult when the kids start hitting puberty and they start going through what they're going through. But if we being a bean, the kid that I actually carry be giving me hell too. So I don't know if being a stepmama is hard or just being a parent period is hard, because that 4-year-old got hands and be working me, okay?
Can I tell you how I knew I wasn't supposed to be a stepdad?
Tell me how you knew you wasn't supposed to be a stepdad.
Bam.
Now wait, is it gonna be a lie or is it gonna be the truth?
No. I keep it. Okay, this is why you should stay with your kids if you a dude. Look, I'll never forget laying over this poverty-stricken girl house. We on the couch.
Poverty-stricken girl?
Definitely.
Okay. But you were laying up with her. So back to not being. Hold on.
Let him tell the story, Rand.
Back to not being a homeless shelter. It sounds like you were in the homeless shelter, nigga.
Oh yeah, I was in the house.
You was getting it in.
Hold on, let him tell the story.
Come on. I'm laying on and her son at the time. He 4. He come over. Smack right in the face.
As he should have.
Okay.
Hoe ass nigga.
Listen. So I look up at her, she laughing. I look at
Because it was funny.
Hold on. She laughing, he laughing. I'm saying, you ain't gonna do nothing?
No.
Like, no. Okay, cool. I had a stepdaddy too. You don't touch nobody else's kid, right?
Okay. Oh, no.
The next morning.
Hold on.
Oh, you spent the night.
Hold on. Wait. The next
You stayed the
morning.
night.
Yeah, absolutely.
After he rocked your
Okay.
shit,
You
girl.
think I got hit for free?
So he rocked your shit. You stayed in his house?
He hit me, I hit his mama. Who were?
Woo!